Hi, I'm Mr. Rose, a geometry teacher at North Meck High School in Charlotte, North Carolina. Today we're going to talk about translations. To begin with, the first thing we need to know is that we're dealing with transformations today. And transformation is a change of position, shape, or size of the object. The important thing that we're going to talk about today is isometry. What isometry means is that it doesn't change the size of the pre-image. Let's take a look at what that means. So if I have an image here, if I have an object here, it's my pre-image. This is the exact same image. This is the same thing except turned. This is the same thing except reflected. So that's all isometry because they're all the same size. They're all called congruent figures. This is not isometry because we start with this image, my pre-image, and it gets smaller here, it gets larger here. That can't be done. We can shift them around, but they can't be a different size. Some of the isometries are to slide. And what that means is to go from one side to another. We can rotate. So in this case, you see the object rotates around to this side. We can reflect. What reflect means is that we reflect it just like a mirror, so it's almost an opposite image on the other. Okay, we're going to start with our triangle ABC. And we're going to slide it over here to the right. So notice that's the same size as the previous image. Let's just slid over here. Triangle ABC is going to be called the pre-image. That's what we started with. When we slide over here, our new triangle is the image. What these arrows mean is arrow notation. It's showing the direction from the pre-image to the image. So in this case, you can see all my points slid over here to the right. We also have to rename this. So the way to rename it is using prime notation. Okay? So point A moves over to point A prime. Okay? Point B moves to B prime, and C moves over to C prime. It means that they're in the same position as the pre-image, but it's not obviously on the same side of the board. Okay, when we talk about translation mode, we're talking about moving a point on a graph. So I have a point right here, x is 2, y is 1, and I'm going to move it somewhere else on this graph. So to begin with, we can start with an x1, y1. Okay? The rule tells me where it's going to move. So I'm going to say x minus 3, comma, y minus 2. And that's going to tell me where to go. So remember that x's go left and right. So when I say x minus 3, I'm moving my x's 3 to the left. So this point's going to move 1, 2, 3 to the left. Y minus 2, remember, y is making it go up and down. So y minus 2 means I'm going to go down 2. So I got to go left 3, down 2, and that's going to be my new point. If we call this point A, what can we call this? We can call this A prime. Okay? Now remember, if this is x comma y, we can also use prime notation. Call this x prime, y prime.